This is the Average to Savage podcast with Paul Guarino. Everyone and anyone, athletes, celebs, and much more.
What's up, everybody? I'm back for another episode of the Average Savage podcast. I got a special guest today, Don Zio P. Don, what's up?
What's good, baby?
How's it going? What are you doing? What's happening in your life?
Everything's cool right now. I'm chilling. I'm currently smoking and drinking a little bit, and I'm out in LA.
Okay.
Trying to get some business done.
All right, I see you. Could you give us a little background about yourself?
It's hard to keep it short, I guess, but long story short, my name is Don Zio P. Half Jamaican, half Italian. I'm from Middletown, Connecticut. Started making music 2 years ago. My first song is the one that got me, intrigued to, major labels. And I ended up, being on tour with, Pusha T.
Yep.
From there, just little things kept happening. And, now I'm out in LA and, hoping bigger things happen this year. And we get to represent the state the right way,
Yeah, for sure. How'd you come up with the name Don Zio P?
It actually came from half Jamaican and half Italian. So my grandmother on the Jamaican side used to call me Don growing up.
Okay.
And Zio is uncle. And my nickname before rap was Uncle P. That's what my back tat says, Uncle P. So I just took the Don, the Zio, and Zio in Italian is uncle. So So Don, Zio, and P is me. So I just took those three and put them together.
Damn, I like it even better now. And you only been rapping for 2 years?
Yeah, 2 years now.
What? I feel like I've been following you for a minute. Way longer than that.
Yeah, maybe it felt like a long time.
Yeah. Well, actually, I knew about you back in your basketball days.
Yep. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yep.
So how'd you transition from basketball player to rapper?
Yeah, it's actually that's a funny transition because, people don't tend to take things serious, when you're if you're known for doing one thing. So, what I did at the time was, I thought the best move I could make when I came out with my first song, I did a music video for it right away. And since I was, kind of a, popular guy in my area, I did like a big pool party.
Yeah.
We got some people to come out. I paid a very good film director, White 8 Films, who's still my film guy, to do the video. And so I think when the video came out and people got to see, like, damn, this is a real video he put out. I feel like that kind of changed people's perspective of how they looked at me a little bit. And then they still have non-believers. And then I think what happened was when major labels started reaching out and I signed a deal, I think to a lot of people that kind of solidified, like, okay, all right, this dude really does music now. And some people still didn't get on it. Some people still thought like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then, other things happen, slowly. Then I did Oakdale. Then after Oakdale, I did Complex Con. And after Complex Con, I did Hot Jam. It's the biggest stage in Connecticut. Then after Hot Jam, then Pusha T asked me to come on tour. So little staples that happen, I feel like just been building up everything. And I think right now, I'm at a point where people they get it. You know?
Yeah, and besides your music being good, I already knew that, but what caught my attention with you was your marketing tactics, and that's what I think brought you to another level.
I appreciate that. I take that serious.
Yeah.
I think the way you promote yourself is very important. And I try to preach that to people. Because a lot of people make music, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I say this a lot of times. I don't think I'm the best artist in the state.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm at where I'm at is because I know how to, sell who I am.
Exactly.
And I'm not selling nothing fake.
Yeah.
What I talk about is me. I feel like people feel that. So, showing people that, though, people that don't know you, you got to show them who you are. So I feel like, with my Instagram, I do a great job of just showing who I am to people. And it's easy for people to buy in.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, me and you, I've known you for maybe 4 or 5 years, but obviously before you were a rapper and stuff, and you've been real with me since day one, so that's why we're doing this interview right now.
From day one, dog, you know what I'm saying? I respond to DMs, people,
exactly.
It's funny, I get random DMs from people like, yeah, you're in Hollywood now, you don't DM nobody back, and it's like, the people that say that, it's like, yo, these are people I've never even met before, that I don't even know.
Send them to me, I'll tell them what's good.
Huh?
I said, send them to me. I'll tell them what's good. I'll tell them you're real.
Word, you know what I'm saying? So, it's like, and it's not, and don't get it twisted. I respond to people I also don't know that are saying, positive things, like people that mess with the music, people that, that have good things to say, but you're DMing me about, hey, y'all, you should get on my track. I think we'll make a great song together. like that's not a genuine DM. You're asking me to get on your track because, you think I'm lit now. You're not asking me because you really want to make a song with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. So, I get it. So, it's just like, there's pros and cons to everything. And just like, people just don't even, like, I've been noticing just in general, just people just don't even know how to, like, write a correct message to people if you want to get their attention the right way.
Oh, they don't even, they send the most simplest joint.
Like if you say, like you just said, like, let me get on a track. Like, that's not even genuine.
Yeah, like you could have gave me a whole story about something, and I might have responded to that.
Yeah.
You could have gave me a whole whatever. You know what I'm saying? But get on my track, man. I think I'm the hottest dude in the state. You should work with me. Like, that's not a way you introduce yourself,
Yeah, for sure. Like, even like this girl DM'd me and she was like, "Oh my god, like I saw you working with like all these WNB players, blah blah blah. It's so awesome. Like, I want to know about like social media marketing. Could you like help me out, blah blah blah." I'm like, who the hell am I? I'm like, I'm gonna jump. I was like, I'll jump on the phone with you, whatever. I don't care. That's cool. Whatever. That was like genuine. Like, it wasn't like, yo, Paul, like, give me some free shit. Like, what the fuck?
Exactly. Big difference,
Yeah. Going back to, so I think, so your hit song was Dunk on Your Bitch, right?
Yeah, that was a song locally that did great for me, and I think that's the one that caught the most attention from people and from labels.
Yeah.
I don't really have I wouldn't say I have any hit records. Because to me, a hit record is when the whole world knows you.
Yeah.
So, but I think I had great local success with Dunk on Your Bitch. Yeah. And then, just following it up with other songs that I put out that people could ride to, like 6'4", Cowabunga, Switch. So I think people kind of gravitated more towards, because it's a different style. Like right now, what's really popular is trap music and trap beats and 808s banging and stuff like that. And, my music is nowhere near that. My music isn't talking about no hood stuff. I'm not talking about killing and selling drugs.
Yeah.
I don't come from that. I come from an area that's suburban, and, growing up, I hung out with white kids and black kids, and, all we used to do was really party and fuck girls and, have a little fun, get drunk, do drugs, whatever. So, like, that's what I come from. So when I started making music, I wanted to make music that related to me and my life, and the kids that are from, from whatever, any area. I don't care if you're from suburb, city, wherever. Just people that want to have fun. And so that's who I'm kind of making music for. People that just live their life every day and have fun, because that's how I feel every day. I don't have any mad days I wake up. I don't have any bad days. I literally wake up happy every single day, and I'm excited about, trying to get to the next step in life every day. So those are the people I make music for. So my beats are a little untraditional, you know what I'm saying? I like to compare a lot of our beats to, and not to compare it to Neptune's. I'm not trying to say, Neptune's is a huge group, Pharrell and Chad, but I feel like, we make awkward beats like how they started when they were making beats, and I feel like we choose a certain kind of sound that we live by, and people aren't going to get it at first, but I feel like the more they get into you, they'll understand it.
Yeah, for sure. And let's jump into your unique rock star style. How do you you describe it for me?
It's hard to describe. I just got a bunch of weird clothes.
Yeah.
See, what everybody tries to do when, oh, he's a rapper, you got to wear Gucci, you got to wear Louis Vuitton.
No.
If you're really successful, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of my guys, a lot of my idols that I look after, like Machine Gun Kelly being one, Wiz Khalifa being one. A lot of those guys, I'm not saying they're not rich. Yeah, they're rich, but Machine Gun Kelly doesn't. You don't see him in in designer clothes all the time. He's always in. And not that he's not wearing designer, but he's not wearing the designer that everybody, is branded to look rich. He's wearing, specific designers that make their own one-on-one pieces that are unique and different. And so, when I got into this, even before music, I used to always make my own clothes, draw and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I started doing, this stuff, really I just took that and it kind of elevated it. And, so I just kind of mixed pieces together. Sometimes that really shouldn't go together. So that's more where I get my style from. It's just kind of an unorthodox way to put some pieces together, I guess. And I get, and then, I didn't necessarily think it's rock star, but people think it's rock star. So I just roll with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. And isn't your group's called Young Tatted Homies?
Yes, I represent. So I'm Don Zio P, and then the people I represent is the Young Tatted Homies, and it's not specifically, it's not like a group.
Yeah.
It's Young Tatted Homies is every single body in the world who feels like they are a part of the Young Tatted Homies. So I feel like people think they need tattoos to be a part of the Young Tatted Homies, and that's not true.
Yeah.
Young Tatted Homies has a deeper meaning behind it, and it's the meaning behind Young Tatted Homies is it's really a group of people that got a permanent goal in mind, and and so like that's how it started off with me and my boys, me, my producers, my video guy, my brother, my photographers, all of us were just a group of dudes that just wanted the same goal. We're all in different lanes, but we wanted the same goal.
Yeah.
And we're all chasing success, and just to be bigger, learn and be bigger every day. So that's what the Young Tatted Homies stand for. So tattoos are a permanent thing. Yeah. So that's where the permanence comes from, as of us being a group. So that's what it really stands for.
Gotcha, that's deep. And how many tattoos do you have?
Well, I lost count after like 75. I don't know.
I had to ask just to see if you knew.
No, if we can find a girl that wants to come, I'll give her $100.
You're sick. Oh my god. And then, like, how did your record label like find you, or did you have like a couple deals on the table and you just had to make the decision?
Actually, it's kind of crazy. I was leaving work. It was 2:05. I'll never forget. It was 2:05.
Where were you working though?
I was working at a group home.
Okay.
And I just left my group home job, long ass day where I get up at 5 in the morning to go to work, and I got off at 2:05. I just jumped in my car and I was playing one of my songs at the time called "Real One." It's kind of already like a sad song, and I was like low key already. I had like a tear in my eye when I was listening to it, and then I got a phone call from my DJ, and he was like, "Yo." He said, Steven Victor, a guy named Kev just called me. He said, Steven Victor wants to meet with you. And I don't know who that is at the time. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I was like, who is that? And he's like, yeah, he works at Universal Music Group. I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up. He's like, no, for real. He works at Republic Records. He wants you to come down to New York right now and meet me. And I was about to hang up the phone with him. I said, shut up. And I was about to hang up. And he's like, no. I'm like, dead serious. Like, they want you to come right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta go. So I'm like, are you serious? And so he's like, yeah, I'll be at your house in an hour. So he came and got me. We went to New York, and that's when I found out who Steven Victor really was, kind of. And that's how the first, offer came on the table.
Gotcha. How'd they find you?
So there's a guy named Kev who's now actually my manager.
Yeah.
He was trying to become an A&R at the label, and so he was just showing like Steven Victor some artists. He showed him I guess a couple people that he knew, a couple artists that he was like looking out from, like Florida, just people he found online. And I guess he showed him a couple Connecticut artists, and then I guess what happened was Steven Victor took him into the hallway and said, yo, Kev, how you trying to become an A&R? You're not really showing me anybody, that we like. And he, I guess Kev was like, hold on, all right, I got one more for you. And he went back into the room, and I was the very last person he showed. And he said Steven Victor ran the song back 10 times. And then that's when he said, yo, where's this kid from? He said, Connecticut. He said, call him and tell him to come right now. And Kev went to high school with my DJ. So he DM'd my DJ and got his number and called him and told him everything.
Gotcha. This has been a current theme of all these podcasts I've been doing. It's all about networking.
Yep.
And how did the Pusha T thing come about? How did you get caught up with him and get on tour with him and stuff like that?
Well, the funny part is I had a song that I had sent Steven Victor when he was in LA, and he was actually in the studio with Tyga. He was showing Tyga some of my records. He showed him like Dunkin' Your Bitch, and they had hit me up and said Tyga like Dunkin' Your Bitch. And so long story short, I guess they were doing like a big meeting with just some label people and some artists, and Pusha T happened to be one of the artists in the room with Tyga, and I guess they're just playing some songs, and he played them the song that I had just recently sent, and they said Pusha T liked it a lot. So you know what I'm saying? So they said, I thought they were joking when they said he's gonna get on it. And then I got a FaceTime call about 3 months later. I was leaving a club with my DJ, and Steven Victor was FaceTiming me. He like never really FaceTimes people too much. Yeah. So when I saw that, I was like, oh shit! So I picked up right away. I'm drunk as hell. when I pick up, Pusha T was on the phone, and I can't even remember what I said that day. I was just so fucked up, but I was just going crazy.
Yeah.
And he had just sent me the version that he had on the song with me, and we had just heard it, and that's why we were going crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when he sent that, I was like, damn, that's kind of crazy. And then, so long story short, after that, he got on his Daytona tour recently, and Sheck West was supposed to be on it in Boston, and I guess they canceled because he had a bigger show in Harlem that he did with A$AP Rocky. And so when he canceled, they had gave me a call and said, hey, there's an opening spot on Pusha T's for the Boston show, and they asked me to come do it. So I said, hell yeah. So I went up there to House of Blues and did that, and his road manager actually loved how we opened up, just the energy we had, and how we got the crowd to, be engaged. Yeah. And so, then they asked us to go to Virginia. So we went to Virginia, and then from Virginia, they asked us to go to L.A., so we were performing twice out in L.A. with them. And, that's how the whole tour, came about. That's
crazy. And now you just recently got on his, I guess you'd say, sort of collaboration album.
Yeah, he did, a project with Tequila 1800. Yeah. And he signed me, he signed me up for it. So it's like a little sponsorship right now that we're just doing with Tequila. And so they dropped that album that we made out here in LA that he's just promoting, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you were on a commercial, right?
Huh?
You were on a commercial too, right?
Yeah, they had a commercial that they put on TV. It was at the halftime of the NBA games during the Christmas games. Yeah. That was pretty crazy to see on national TV, you know what I'm
saying? Yeah, definitely.
It's kind of nuts.
Are you guys doing a mini tour for that?
No, that would be dope. Yeah. we should talk to him about it. Yeah. But no, I think just part of the deal was just put an album out. They've been promoting it well, and just really for the people that besides me, I already had met Pusha T before that, but for the people that haven't met him, it's just a good experience to be in a studio with a guy like Pusha T for other people,
Yeah, for sure. And what upcoming songs or albums do you have for this year?
I got my first EP coming out. Okay. It's gonna be called Lover Boy, and I don't know a date yet. Hopefully, I wanted to come out on Valentine's Day, so that's the day we're trying to get it to come out on.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect marketing again.
With love.
Gotcha. And
Lover Boy is more of because people ask me about the title, is it about love or is it about heartbreak? And it's it's about neither. It's about Lover Boy is who I am. Yeah. And it's just, the lifestyle that I live. So sometimes it's, when I'm up and down with, women that are in my life, sometimes when things are going great with girls. And sometimes, the situations where, some people get mad about, the way I live, I just have sex with a lot of women, and I'm very cool with a lot of girls. And, sometimes that becomes an issue. But I got love for all of them. Yeah. And so, it becomes a very smoky picture, when you're dealing with, that many people.
Yeah, definitely. What's your goals for 2019?
My goals for 2019 is to, make a bigger step in my career than 2018. So, just to keep moving up, everybody can say the cliche answer, I want a hit record, or hey, I want to Billboard, and I'm not saying that I don't want that. Yeah. What I'm saying is, I just want gradual growth,
Yeah, for sure. You ready for some fun questions?
Yes, sir.
So, what's something that people don't know about Don Zio P?
Something that they don't know?
Yeah.
I don't like using condoms.
Oh my God. Well, that's gonna get you in trouble.
only got one.
Oh man. What about you still hoop?
I haven't played basketball in so long, man. I'll bust a rapper's ass. I know rappers ain't good. But
I'm sure you're gonna get some challenges in the future once they figure it out.
Yeah, that's what I need. I need them. I want Chris Brown 1-on-1. That's what I want to call out. I want Chris Brown.
All right, that'd be cool. That could be a cool little. They could get some sponsorship deals right there with that.
Exactly.
And what do you like to do in your free time when you're not rapping? Well, actually, I know what you're gonna say probably.
What? Have sex?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't gonna say that, but that's a dope one too. Honestly, in my free time when I'm not rapping, I would say usually I like to sit down and watch interviews all day.
Okay, yeah.
I literally do that a lot. I watch a lot of random interviews of random artists from random genres, and just soak up different information.
Only musicians or everything?
No, everybody. No. Outside of like literally artists, like people that paint.
Yeah, okay.
There's the business people. What's this? There's this cool one I watched recently of what's this dude's name? I'm gonna forget his name right now. I don't want to say it. But I like to watch just different people. You know, just people that have been successful with business. You know.
Yeah.
Like Denzel Washington's actually. I watched a lot of his interviews, and he's just a very smart guy.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta check out the ones with A-Rod did with Barstool.
Oh, see, I never even seen an A-Rod interview.
Yeah, he just did one with Kobe. It's really good.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like Kobe. Kobe doesn't really do interviews either, so that's why it was like really dope.
Oh, yeah, I might have to go check that out.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I already know you're gonna go far in your career. I could just tell just by even just talking to you, and you're already like on the cusp of doing great things. So I appreciate you coming on the show.
I appreciate you guys, man. This is a dope platform to be on.
Yeah, for sure. And where can people follow you on social media?
Everything on social media is Don Zio P, DonZiop, and I guess really just Instagram. I don't got Twitter and any other stuff.
Gotcha. Well, thanks for coming on.
Appreciate you, boss.